Good morning, students. This is Mahi, Assistant Professor, Chemistry. Today, I am explaining one important topic in stereochemistry, a representation of three-dimensional structures. Representation of three-dimensional structures. So this one important topic is stereochemistry. In this representation, totally four types of representations is there. First one is a wedge representation. Second one is a Fisher projection representation. And third one is a Newman representation. And fourth one is a Sahauser representation. So these representations, for example, you take first one, a wedge representation. In this wedge representation, they will take one chiral carbon. This is one chiral carbon. Chiral carbon means carbon attached four different atoms. This carbon is called as a chiral carbon, and this carbon is a asymmetric carbon center, and this carbon is a optically active carbon. So carbon surrounded by four different atoms, for example, alcohol, acid, CH3, and hydrogen. This is one lactic acid. So as per wedge representation, the view of the molecule is different. A representation of atoms also different. So here this is a chiral carbon. So this one plane of the paper is there. So this molecule view like this. Two atoms are plane of the paper, and one hydrogen is one atom is near to observer. Observer means viewer, and one more atom is away from observer. So as per wedge representation, how to write these atoms representation. So the central metal is a central atom is a carbon is there, called representation carbon, and this atom near to observer atom represented as a thick line representation. For example, here carboxylic acid. And this atom is away from observer or away from viewer. Away from observer atom represented as a dotted or shaded line representation here, CH3. And remaining two atoms is there. So remaining two atoms are represented normal line indication. These two atoms are plane of the paper. So plane of the paper atoms represented as a normal line indication. These two are normal line indication. So these two are normal line indication, and these are away from observer indication, and this carboxylic acid is near to observer indication. So I have represented here near to observer carboxylic acid, a thick line representation, and away from observer the CH3 represented with the dotted line indication, and remaining two atoms normal line indication here, hydrogen as well as alcohol represented with the normal line indication. This is for wedge representation. Now again, second one is a Fisher projection representation. So the Fisher projection representation, the molecule view like this. So your side, for example, here viewer is there or observer here standing here. Observer, the molecule view like this. Molecule view like this. This is one example. For example, 2-chloro-butane or lactic acid. So this one chiral carbon is there. A central metal. Central is atom is there. Four different atoms. The molecule view like this. So in these four different atoms. So these two atoms are near to observer, and remaining 2 is away from observer. Near to observer, these two atoms are view like a horizontal. Near to observer, atoms view like a horizontal. So horizontal, so central is the carbon atom is there, center one is the carbon is there, and these two are atoms. Okay, these two are atoms view like horizontally. So horizontal view of observer atoms thick line representation. The thick line representation, for example, is hydrogen and this one chlorine. So view of observer, these two atoms representation. One is hydrogen, one is chlorine. The representation one is thick line representation. And remaining two atoms is the view observer away from observer. So away from observer, these two. Away from observer, these two atoms view like vertical. Away from observer view, these two atoms are vertically. So vertically is away from observer represented as dotted line indication. Dotted line indication. One is CH3 and one more is ethyl. One more is ethyl structure. One more is ethyl CH2 CH3. So these are Fisher projection representation. Hydrogen chlorine near to observer horizontally is represented by thick line. Hydrogen chlorine, these two are nearly. Okay, so near to observer horizontally is represented by thick line. And here CH3 CH2 are away from observer. CH3 CH2, these are away from observer. So these are represented as vertically is represented by dotted line indication. So these are Fisher projection formula. Now again one more representation is there, Newman projection representation. Newman projection representation, they will take 4 carbons. So this is a single carbon attached to 4 different atoms. For example, they take 4 carbon atoms. So in these 4 carbons, so how to write which carbon is near to observer and which carbon is away from observer, and how to write in Newman projection representation. In this Newman projection representation, they will take the example. This is one example, butane. So this is a butane formula N-butane. Butane means 4 carbons is there. CH3, this assumption, this yellow is CH3 and CH2 carbon and 2 hydrogens, and in between one sigma bond and third carbon and 2 hydrogens CH3. So CH3, CH2 and CH3. So it is N-butane. How to write a Newman projection formula? N-butane C4HN. The normal representation CH3, CH2, like this. Okay, is a representation of butane. Now, how to write the Newman projection formula CH3? So in this Newman projection formula, view observer like here. Okay, so this view observer like this. So near to observer. So this above plane. Okay, this methyl group is above plane. So before I will give the numbering, first carbon and second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. Okay, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, and fourth carbon. So here also I will give the numbering: first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, and fourth carbon. So here view of the observer like this. Here view of the observer is there. So view of the observer, the view like here. The second carbon is near to observer. This first carbon and this second carbon. Second carbon is near to observer. Second carbon near to observer. Indication only for just dot indication. Only for dot indication. After that, third carbon is there. Second carbon attached. Third carbon is there. The third carbon indication represented as circle indication. Third carbon representation is the third carbon circle representation. So now second carbon attached one methyl group is there. One methyl group is a above position. Okay, is a above position. This is a below position. Methyl below position. So here is a above position is there. So second carbon, this is the second carbon is there. Second carbon above position is a methyl. Above position is a methyl, and second carbon attached two atoms is there. So here hydrogen, one hydrogen is the right hand side, one hydrogen is the left hand side. One hydrogen, second carbon attached, one hydrogen is the right hand side and one hydrogen is the left hand side. Now, okay. Again, third carbon is there. So third carbon means here circle representation. Third carbon means circle indication. Third carbon attached to hydrogens is there. One hydrogen is the right hand side, one hydrogen is the left hand side. So third carbon, one hydrogen is the right hand side, one hydrogen is the right hand side, one hydrogen is the left hand side. This is a circular attached third carbons. And again, third carbon attached one more methyl group is there. Is a fourth methyl group. So position is the above position. Methyl group position is the above position. This is the above position of methyl. So these two methyl groups are nearly, and these two are hydrogens nearly, and these two hydrogens also nearly. So here these two methyl groups are nearly, and these two hydrogens are nearly, and these two hydrogens are nearly. So this conformation is called as a eclipse conformation. This conformation is called as a eclipse conformation. Less stable and high energy. Less stable. Why? Because of this steric repulsion is there. Steric interference, steric repulsion. That's why this less stable is the high energy. For example, this second carbon is kept. Okay, second carbon is kept, and third carbon and fourth carbon will be rotated clockwise direction or 180 degree rotation. The molecule second carbon and third carbon positions, as well as the second third carbon attached hydrogen positions also will be changed. Now again one more conformation is there. This is the eclipse conformation and one more staggered conformation. So staggered conformation. So these are already know, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. Second carbon is kept. A third carbon will be rotated clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction or 120 degrees rotation. The hydrogen positions change as well as methyl group position also change. So now you will write the this conformation. This is a different conformation. First one is this conformation and this is the second conformation. So first write the second carbon indication. Just this is the second carbon dot indication is there, and third carbon represented as a circular representation. Second carbon attached to hydrogens. Second carbon attached to hydrogen. One carbon, one hydrogen is the right hand side. Again, one more is the left hand side. Second carbon attached to one hydrogen right hand side, and again one more hydrogen left hand side. And this second carbon attached to one methyl group position is the above position. Second carbon attached methyl is the above position. Now third carbon is there. Third carbon means here circle indication or circle representation. Third carbon opposite. So third carbon attached one methyl is position is below position. Third carbon attached methyl is below position, and remaining two hydrogen is there. So remaining two hydrogen, one hydrogen is right hand side, and again one more hydrogen is left hand side. This hydrogen is right hand side, this hydrogen is left hand side. So here we observe first structure and second structure difference. So first structure, the first methyl group position, okay, above position is there, and third carbon position attached methyl group is below position. So these two are opposite is there, as well as second carbon attached to hydrogens, third carbon attached to hydrogen far away. Second carbon hydrogens and third carbon hydrogens far away. So these are second carbon hydrogen and third carbon hydrogens also far away. So in these two conformations, first conformation, this is a first conformation, a cis like a cis conformation or a eclipse conformation, and this conformation is a staggered conformation, like a trans is one of the best example. Trans conformation or this staggered conformation. In these two, which conformation is stable? Trans conformation is stable than the cis conformation. Okay. Now again, what was the last Sahas representation? The Saha's representation, the best example is the blue chain is one of the best example. So in this Saha's representation, the blue chain structure, how to write the representation, the view of the molecule representation. So these are view of the molecule like diagonally, the view of the molecule like diagonally. So here observer is there, is the observer. So molecule view like this, molecule view like this. So here first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, and the fourth carbon. So first carbon, second, third, and the fourth carbon. So second carbon is near to observer. Second carbon is near to observer. So second carbon near to observer, like here representation is there, is a carbon indication. And again one more third carbon. So in between one more carbon is there, third carbon. This is a third carbon. In between single bond is there, second carbon, and third carbon in between sigma bond is there. The sigma bonding is a diagonally. Okay, a little bit diagonal is there. So now, as per Saha's representation, molecules, sorry, atoms below positions represented as dotted line indication, and above position atoms represented as thick line representation. So here the molecule representation is there. The first one is the first atom representation. This representation for second carbon. This is second carbon is there. A methyl position is above the plane. So above the plane, thick line representation. And second carbon attached these two atoms. Okay, these two atoms here below position. So simply below position atoms represented as a normal dotted line indication. Dotted line indication. And here one sigma bond is there, diagonal sigma bond. And third carbon attached to these two atoms. Okay, hydrogen. These two hydrogens also view here below position. So below position representation as a dotted line indication. These two hydrogens are dotted line. And again one more methyl group is there. Third carbon attached to one more methyl. The methyl position, the view. So here above position. Above position represented as a thick line representation. So these are one eclipse confirmation in Saha's representation. Again one more confirmation possible in Saha's representation. First one is eclipse confirmation, and second one staggered confirmation. In this staggered confirmation, the molecule rotation. So here third carbon is kept. Third carbon is kept, and second carbon, first carbon will be rotated 180 degrees. 180 degrees. So the methyl group position, atomic position change, as well as hydrogen, second carbon hydrogen's position is also different. So now this structure, second carbon is there, second carbon representation, and diagonal sigma bond is there, diagonal sigma bond, third carbon, and this second carbon attached one methyl. The position is below the plane, below represented as a normal line, dotted line indication, and these two hydrogen, second carbon attached hydrogens above position, above represented is a normal line indication, hydrogen and hydrogen. Now again third carbon is there, third carbon attached methyl group above position. So above position is a normal line indication like a CH3, normal line or thick line indication CH3. And third carbon attached two hydrogens. Okay, two hydrogens. Third carbon, two hydrogens is below the plane. So below the plane, hydrogens represented as a normal shading line or shading representation. This is hydrogen, and again one more hydrogen, right hand side and left hand side. So this is a Saha's representation. So first one is a eclipse confirmation. So this is a view of observers hours. So eclipse confirmation is less stable than the trans confirmation or staggered confirmation. This is a staggered confirmation. This is a eclipse confirmation. Thank you. So if you want more videos, please like and share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.